Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of my video. I apologize for the last video. I cut it short because I guess I was running out of time. I made a mistake in regards to symmetrical link, the sem link, which is the reason why it wasn't working was because it was already linked on my computer because it was already installed. So as you see here, in the right directory user bin, and I try to do a link to opt Eclipse. See, file already exists because it does exist already. So I'll show you the reason why is because if you go to here and you look for opt Eclipse, this little icon here is supposed to be linked to your user bin folder, and it's already being linked on my system here. So anyways, let's move forward and go to the next step. At this point on, I finished my installation, and there's one more command here which I don't see here to do that, so it's important you should do it. What is this? Alright, so let me increase the size of this so it makes it look a little bit better. At this point on, you want to make sure that when you go into your slash opt directory cd slash eclipse. Sorry, not the slash, just eclipse. So at this point, you want to make sure you do a clean open executable file. So you want to go to here, eclipse hyphen clean, and then you want to put the ampersand. Okay. At that point, you're going to see Kepler comes up. It's a little bit slow because your system is, my system is really slow. So it depends everyone's systems. I'm going to create a workspace here. Okay, so Eclipse is installed. Let's see if this worked because I don't think it worked on my previous install, but I want to do a check update. This is necessary for the updates for Eclipse. The version of Eclipse I installed previously was older version, so hopefully this version, with this update, it should patch up all the issues they have with Eclipse, with add-ons and all that stuff. Okay, so let's see if we could select all, apply this. So right here you see this insufficient access privilege to apply the update. So this issue right here is that you don't have access to update a program. Because I'm in Linux, I don't have you don't have that kind of capability. In Windows, you could just go in and do some update as long as you're an administrator. Even though I'm logged in as an administrator in Linux, it doesn't mean that you have access. You have to grant access to it. So I'm going to do a sudo eclipse hyphen clean ampersand. So now, since I sudoed in, I have complete access. Apologize to all. Check for updates. So while this is updating, at this point on, after this is updated, we want to be able to do we want to go into the marketplace within Eclipse and install Git, which is actually in this version of Kepler. So you might not need to install Git because it should be already installed. Okay, you have this disclaimer. Who reads this stuff? This disclaimer anyway. See if I could. Hopefully this thing speeds the process up a little bit better. After we install, after Git, we clone our repository from GitHub, which is very important part of installing OpenMRS, because it's all about utilizing the community that they have within GitHub. The repository is all there. They recently have moved away from Subversion. Now they're moving to more of a centralized repository environment like GitHub. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause this video because this is taking a lot longer than it's supposed to. I'll pause it so I don't lose any time. Okay, I'm back. Once this update is finished, you will need to restart Eclipse. Okay, the problem now when you're in a root directory is that your workspace is going to be root, and every time you have to launch it, you have to go into sudo. That's a little bit problematic. So what I do is I cancel this. I go back, and why does this look like this? Let me clear this. Let me set my preferences here. I did not do that. Okay, that's a little better. At this point on, I don't have to sudo in. I just go back and run Eclipse. Actually, even better. You know what? I'm going to do it from here. I have Eclipse here. I'm going to drag and drop it into my desktop, my launcher here, and launch it. So now I'm going to create the home directory workspace, which is already, it should have already been created, but it's going to overwrite if it needs to be recreated again. So now this has the proper version of the latest update. So you could double check your updates being properly updated. So you go to here, checking for updates. See, no updates were found because it's been already updated. All right. So now at this point on, I want to be able to go into the Eclipse Marketplace, so you can see here. So if I type in here, eget, I guess Git is not installed here. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I guess Git is not installed as part of the this version of Kepler, so we have to install it. And that might be a problem, but let's hope that's not a problem. Which isn't. I thought it might be a problem because I don't have root access. So, but I think what they did when installing the software within the marketplace, they give you access as a power user. And this is the beauty about Eclipse. I mean, the marketplace is it's flooded with so many different add-ons. It has a lot of capabilities for programmers to really utilize some of the add-ons they have, and you guys should use it. Um, so I have Git installed now. At this point on, I want to go into the import. You see, as you see here, Git project, and I want to be able to clone my repository. But to do this, I would need to go into my GitHub account, which I have to pause because I don't want you guys to see my username and password. Well, the password is you can't see it, but I don't want you guys to see my account. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So basically, I went to my GitHub account. I logged in. On top of the panel, I typed in OpenMRS core. Now I'm going to fork this. As you can see now, there's a link that comes along here that gives you this URL, so you could clone your repository. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to clone this repository. Okay. So it's receiving all the objects and it's grabbing all the data from the GitHub site or their repository area. I'll let this run. I'll pause this video again. All right, the entire process right there from pulling the data from the GitHub account is finished. At this point on, I want to be able to import it through the Maven existing projects. So you want to go into Maven folder, existing projects, and you want to browse. You want to browse into the directory that you pulled it off from, which I had a Git folder that I created, and it's in the OpenMRS core, which this is what I'm going to pull down. What it's going to do is going to populate all the repository into the Maven project. So this may take some time, so I'm going to pause this video one more time. Okay, once that's complete, this is finished. Give it a few seconds. It takes some time to compile and build all the plugins that it's required. Oh, I did not install this M2E connector, which is required for the Maven plugin. So I never actually installed the Maven plugin, which is important. So you need to do this too. So what happens when I install this software? It's going to ask me to restart their Eclipse software again. I'm going to pause this video again. Okay, I have the Maven plugin installed. At this point on, it's building the workspace. It's at 29%, so this will take some time. You want to do after that is you want to do a clean build after the second build. So you want to be able to go to clean and clean all your projects after that. I'm going to do this after this is complete. So I'm going to pause this video again. Okay guys, welcome back. Alright, after I did the clean build, if you get an error under OpenMRS tools, source backslash main Java, there should be a file called, I'm sorry, not there, source main resources. Okay, in the directory, there should be something called shouldtanglet.java. Okay, if you're getting an error message there, the reason why you get an error message is probably because of your open mm, your open JDK. You want to be able to go into your properties, and after that, you want to go into Java build path. Make sure that you go to your libraries and add in an external jar. When you go add into your external jar, you want to be able to go into files, users. Where's users here? Go to lib directory. You want to be looking for a particular folder called JVM. Yep. After that, you want to go into your Java 1.6 directory, go into your lib directory, and there should be a jar dot extension called tools.jar, which you want to add that into your external file here for your build path. Once you add that in, this would disappear the error message. Okay. All right. At this point on, we wanna start up a web app. So I wanna continue this conversation for my next video. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.